you guys are looking for a nice affordable commuter that doesn't feel cheap, looks good and feels nice, stick around because you're gonna wanna check out the Discover one from Velotric. Typically with bikes in this price range, you can expect a 350 watt motor, but not with the Discover one. It's got a 500 watt motor that peaks at 900 watts, deliver a top speed of 20 miles per hour. Speed mode 1 is 8, 2 is 12, 3 is 14, 4 is 17, and 5 is 21. So if I really start cranking the bike, let's see if I can get it past 21, which I don't think I'm gonna be able to do. Pedaling as hard as I can on the 7th gear, and it's staying at 21. If you guys have ever ridden a Lime scooter, like those ones that you can rent, you'll be familiar with the throttle. The co-founder of Lime scooters actually started Velotric, and Lime was the first electric scooter I ever rode. Anyway, let me show you how fast the throttle can go. The throttle matches the pedal assist levels. On level 1, that tops out at 7, level 2, 11, 3 is 14, 4 is 17, and 5 is 21. All right, so for all the pedal assist and throttle levels, they're pretty much identical, and they both top out at 21 miles per hour, which is the fastest bike in this class that I've reviewed. About a year ago, I tested the earlier model of the Discover one, which had a decent acceleration. Let's see how this does. It's really not a bad acceleration for the price of the bike. It took me about 3/4 of a block to hit 20 miles per hour. Here's another look of the takeoff power between pedal assist 5 and straight throttle. Off the line, there's really not a difference between the two. It was only after about 30 feet where pedal assist starts to pull away. All right, next is the motor sensitivity. Gonna show you how fast the power comes on when you begin to pedal. Pedal assist level 5, first gear, here we go. There's about a half a revolution before the power comes on. And when it does come on, it's abrupt. It gets you up there quick. And then going around 15 miles an hour, if I stop pedaling, there's a slight delay before the power kicks off. If I begin pedaling, there's about 3/4 a revolution before the power comes back on. Now with the throttle only, that is immediate. Wow. As soon as you hit that throttle, it goes. And then cruising around 13, 14 miles an hour, release it, instantly cuts off, re-engage, comes right back on. I'm very impressed with the reaction time. That's something I usually see in higher end bikes. Inexpensive e-bikes aren't known for their hill climbing ability, but with a torque rating of 65 Newton meters and a bike weight of 65 pounds, I think you should be able to tackle this 15% grade hill. Starts to climb right away. 2 block long, 15% grade. I do have 60% battery life. I typically would tackle this with a full battery, but it was snowing earlier. It's still snowing, but the road is at least clear. I'm in pedal assist level 5 on the first gear. I am gonna be pedaling, and this is the trickiest part through here. It's starting to breathe a little bit now. I am having to help it out, but bike's probably doing 70, 80%. And still, there's 7. So 6 to 7, coming up over the top, and that's it. 6 miles per hour was as low as I dipped down to, which is actually really good for the price of the bike. One of the biggest upgrades Velotric made to the Discover one was adding hydraulic disc brakes. All right, for the brakes, the right side controls the rear, left side the front. There is motor cutoff, so I got the throttle going, hit that left brake, cuts the power off, release it, power instantly comes back on. Nice and smooth for some light braking, no squeaking, grinding. And then topping the bike out, 21 miles an hour. Ooh, yeah. I really like the brakes. They're strong, smooth, quiet, all the things that you want with brakes. And I stopped in 18 feet from going 21 miles per hour. This has a Tesla grade 48 volt 15 amp hour Samsung battery that comes with a 3A smart charger and takes 5 to 6 hours for a recharge. Let me show you what you can expect when topping the bike out with about a couple dozen stops. My app recorded 26.27 miles with 1,148 feet of elevation gain. That's the longest range I've seen for a bike in this class. I also really liked the power consistency. I was still hitting 21 miles per hour as the battery outline was blinking. The biggest difference between a full and a low battery is just how long it takes to hit that top speed. Okay, as far as specs, stats, things like that, the frame on this is UL certified and it's been tested over 150,000 times through their testing process, whatever that is. Needless to say, it is a very strong frame and it can hold a rider up to 440 pounds. It either comes in high step or step through. There's a bunch of colors with this: yellow, teal, gray, white, and black. There's 2 full coverage fenders, kind of plasticky, cheapy fenders, not a big fan of them. You do have 2 options for racks in the front and rear, and they can hold anywhere from 35 to 55 pounds. You got 2 mount screws for a water bottle if you want to go that route. Overall, a pretty clean and sleek looking bike. You got that internal battery, so everything's just nice and clean. There's no wiring underneath here, and then most of it's wrapped in front of the handlebars. You got a rider size of 5'4" up to 6'9". That's one of the highest rider size ratings that I've seen. So this is set for my height. I'm 5'11", kind of give you an idea of how it looks. Riding posture is a little bit more aggressive. You're hunched over a little bit. It's a mixture between mountain bike and commuter. It's not very high either, so your center of gravity is a little bit lower. So with the bent over posture, a low center of gravity, I really like the balance and handling. I really like how well balanced this bike is. If I stop pedaling, power cuts off. It's a little bit abrupt, but not so much where it's gonna knock me off the bike. If I start to pedal again, power comes on nice and smooth, actually. And then as far as handling goes, with those road tires, it just, you can tell a difference than if it had off-road tires. It just seems to grip the road a lot better. Got a nice spread on the handlebars that is 26.8 inches long. I like the grips. They're stationary. They feel nice. There's a Shimano 7-speed SIS index, and that is matched with a tourney derailleur. Going 7-to-1, 1 push all the way down, coming back up is 1 at a time. This is the type of bike where you don't have to stand up. Your tushy's not gonna get sore. They've done a nice job padding the saddle. Towards the front, there's a front fork hydraulic suspension with 80 millimeters of travel. Does a very good job taking away the smaller vibrations, smaller cracks and lines. For the big bumps, not so much. It is pretty jarring if you hit those. And then last of all is the 26 by 2.5 inch puncture resistant tires. As I mentioned before, they do grip to the road. Got no complaints there. As far as the LCD screen and control pad here is on the left. Top button is the power button. Just hold it down for a couple seconds, and then plus and minus to change the pedal assist level. If you hit that power button again, you can see different readouts. And if you hold down the plus button, that turns on the headlights. There's a nice looking and very bright headlight in the front, a tail light that is connected to the fender. And when you hit either lever, that does flare up. And then hold down the minus button for the walk assist mode. To enter the advanced settings, hold down the plus and minus. I'm not exactly sure what this first one is. I thought it was speed, but it's not. It goes up to 100. I set it to 100 and the speed didn't change. You can change the units from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. This is the sleep timer, so 10 minutes the bike will shut off automatically. They can reset the trip odometer, decrease the screen brightness. That is level 5, and that's it. The Discover One has an IPX6 waterproof rating, a 1-year warranty, free 14-day trial, and free shipping in the lower 48. Overall, guys, my favorite feature with the Discover One is just all the high-end parts that you get for a very affordable price. You got hydraulic brakes, nice suspension, fairly comfortable saddle, you got a killer range. There's just a lot of stuff that this bike offers. So hopefully you enjoyed the review. I appreciate you guys hopping on here and checking out my content, and have a good day.